Hello, everyone. Today I want to discuss these Democrats and the Republicans and all of the shenanigans going on in Washington, D.C. It's crazy, right? They're up there trying to get rid of Trump, and they're not doing the stuff they said they were going to do to get elected. I guess getting rid of Trump is some of the platform of the Democrats from the midterms. But it seems to me like they make a lot of empty threats, threats that don't even matter, like the Alyssa Milano with her sex strike. Isn't that hilarious? She's gonna stop Planned Parenthood from killing babies by not having unprotected sex and providing them. Or how does that work, So they're gonna stop making these unwanted babies as a strike. They're going to hold out on their sex with the consequence of no babies for the Planned Parenthood to kill. that would be what the result would. I wish all the Democrats would just join in with Alyssa Milano. And then there's the hunger strike. Like, okay, people have to care if you're going to starve to death. I'm done with that one. Yeah. Talib. I don't know what's wrong with her. And then there's crazy ass evil Omar. What's the matter with that woman? I mean, she's like, United States. Like, what's the matter with this woman? It's crazy. And then we got the goofy Pocahontas and Joe Biden. All of these AOC, all of these bug-eyed weirdos. Like in my slideshow I made. I mean, I was just looking for some pictures to stick in a video, to kind of go over the candidates. But it just turned into a freak show. So I was like, maybe it should be about that. Are these people nuts? There's 350 million Americans, and those 500 people are the best we can do up there in Washington? Come on. This is nuts. So what's going on here? Well, there's a psychological problem going on here. Like, the idea is that what kind of a person wants power over others? Who wants to rule over others? I don't. It's just what it is only a certain kind of people would seek out that job. And unfortunately, it turns out these aren't the kind of people you want having that job. It's a real big problem. I mean, my solution is that, if you're just a good person and you don't want to rule over anyone, well, that's kind of tough. Because whenever a power vacuum opens up, the kind of people who seek power fill that vacuum. And they create this, well, what we got here. But they're not exactly the nicest kind of people. There's a lot of narcissism involved. You can't just allow every opportunity for good people to move in and do good things. You can't just let it slip away because we don't want to rule over others. What I'm saying is these power vacuums need to be filled with good people so that there's a balance of power. And not just having all of these, power-hungry job openings for power-hungry people to seek out and rule over others in the way that they fantasized when they sought out that job. It's a different situation when a person who just wants to make things right gets in there and they're not on some quest to take over the world or to just feed their ego in ways that aren't very constructive for our country. And I mean, that's where I'm at here. Like, we got to find a way where good people will be willing to become our leaders. And one of those things is, it's a job that doesn't pay very well unless you're crooked. So maybe that should change. Maybe it should pay well. And maybe being crooked should be a little more unacceptable to the American people and to the justice system that deals with the government. I mean, maybe we should tighten that up. You know, get all this money out of government, and maybe if people want to support government, they can do it in a blanket way instead of picking out an individual candidate and buying them off to make them vote in a way that favors them. You buy off 3 candidates, you flip the Senate. That's kind of how it works. So, you know, that's my 2 cents on what all this crazy stuff is. It's because there's crazy people doing it. That's the problem. Only crazy people want that job. I mean, every morning a politician wakes up, they can expect a brick to the head in the media somewhere if they're a Republican. Every day. So there's that. They just get shredded and they're destroyed. Who wants to get dragged through the mud like that just to try to do the right thing? And there's all these dynamics and unpleasant situations that keep good people from wanting to become politicians. Keep good people from wanting to be in leadership positions. And I think we should make that situation a little more attractive to good people, and then good people would return to the situation. It's not that hard to figure out that this power, it attracts evil people that want power for the wrong reasons. We got to change that. This world is in a trajectory. And it's because of that. If we don't get that fixed, we're going to keep on going till it's over.